I consider myself to be a pretty decent drone pilot. But exactly 1 year today, I saw one clip and my mind was blown. And I realized I'm just a very average drone pilot. How the heck did he get this shot? Well, the answer is FPV drones. You're literally flying the drone and you have these goggles on and you can only see what the drone sees. That's why it's called first person view. By the way, Johnny FPV, he's absolutely insane. An FPV drone is essentially a racing drone. It's crazy fast, really agile with a camera, usually a GoPro on it. And when I saw this clip, I knew I needed one. With an FPV drone, you can get shots that just aren't possible with your typical, let's say, DJI drones. But there's a problem. If you're like me and you decide to get one, you can't just go to a store like DJI and say, I want an FPV drone. You gotta buy all the different parts, the motors, the frame, the LiPo batteries, the circuit boards, the FPV camera, the goggles. You gotta buy all of those things separately. But that's not all. Once you have those parts, you have to be like a mad scientist, at least that's what it seems like to me. You gotta take all those parts and by yourself, you gotta do it yourself, put together this whole drone. Bolts, screws, soldering, there's just a lot that you have to do to make this FPV drone happen. So naturally, I gave that responsibility of building the drone to Matt. And I think Matt's getting pretty close to finishing the first build. Hopefully it doesn't blow up or anything, because apparently Sawyer Hartman, if you guys know him, he had his drones blow up like 3 times before he got it to work. So I hope Matt is a better engineer, I guess. Matt, how's it going?
Well, I just burnt myself, so...
Well, that's not a good sign.
It's the first burn and we're almost done.
How do you feel? Are you confident?
Yes, I'm pretty confident. I had to completely strip all the soldering at one point because I had no idea what I was doing, but I think we're good.
That's the only way to learn sometimes.
Yeah.
So do it and do it wrong.
So what we're doing right now is we have, we need to plug the battery in, but we don't want to blow it up. So what you can do is build a little device that'll help it from not blow up.
And that's what this is right here, Matt?
Yeah, so this is called a smoke stopper. I know, it looks ridiculous.
It's just like a light bulb and wires?
Yeah, so it's a car light bulb, and you have your input and your output for your battery. And what it'll do is, I think it sucks up the battery, and so it won't allow too much voltage in.
So it won't blow up the stuff, it'll just tell us it's not working well.
Exactly.
We've been learning from this guy, what's his name?
Joshua Bardwell.
Joshua Bardwell. I don't think we're gonna go through the very specifics of how we built this, but if you want the specifics, we essentially just followed what he did. So yeah, you guys can check out his videos. I'll link them down below. All right, let's plug this thing in.
All right, so we got our battery here. We built this smoke stopper. It's real fancy.
Well, you built it. I didn't do it. I didn't do anything. Matt, what happens if this thing blows up?
We start over.
But the smoke stopper is supposed to stop it from blowing up.
Yeah, it should absorb electricity and prevent that. Let me just watch the video again. Okay. Make sure. I'm gonna watch him do it before.
Matt is clearly slightly unsure. He doesn't want to blow it up. I like that. Now, it's surprisingly affordable to build your own DIY drone. For example, this build cost us about $421.72. The only catch is you still need an FPV goggle system. We decided to go with the DJI one because it's HD. That cost another $800, and then you still need a camera to film with, like a GoPro, so that's going to be another around $350. But in theory, you only need to buy the DJI goggles once, and then you can buy just the camera by itself if you want to build more than one drone, or if you crash yours and break the camera. And most of us have a GoPro camera lying around already, so it's not crazy expensive, but we don't want to blow this thing up.
All right, Maddie, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
The moment of truth.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you gonna know how to fix it if this doesn't work?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's kind of the way this thing goes. There's no smoke.
That's what we want.
Are
we good?
I think we're good. Woo!
Matt, you did it.
Yeah!
First build worked out.
So that's part 1 of the tutorial.
Sorry, what part? Part 1? We just got through part 1? You've been working on this forever. I just want to fly already. Okay, congratulations to us, especially Matt. We didn't blow it up. Matt did a really good job of putting it all together. Our first attempt was a success, but now we have to actually try and fly this thing.
Okay, so this is actually the day after. The drone is finally built, prepared, and we're gonna go fly it.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm terrified.
Naomi, if it flies at you, please duck. Cover your face.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I promise.
I'm usually not that nervous about flying drones. I mean, there's a little bit of, anxious nervousness, but this time, if I crash it, it means I wasted Matt's time, like 9 hours of his time. So that's why I'm a little bit nervous about this. Matt, should that be our goal to fly through that?
Yes, that'll be our bucket list shot.
Bucket list shot. Flying through that, what's that called? A steeple or something? Flying through there. I have a feeling we're gonna hit that bell a few times. We might lose maybe 2, 3, 4 drones up there before we actually get that shot. But it'd probably be worth it.
Are you flying first?
I don't know. I guess I should take the responsibility and crash it first.
I guess so. Just let me fly it once.
I think we need to settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
I can see you. I can also see me. Okay, wait, let's
Rock, paper, scissors through that thing. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah! I was really hoping you would fly first so I don't crash it, because... Okay, let's get into this. Okay, we have some issues. One of the propellers is not working right now, or one of the motors, I should say. Do some troubleshooting first. No! And Matt just decided to take the honor of doing the first crash. Technical difficulties. I think Matt knows what he's doing.
Well,
or not.
See how it's they immediately unscrewed.
Oh, it came off a little bit.
Yeah, so like the motor was probably still spinning underneath it.
Oh, okay, the motor was spinning, but the propeller wasn't spinning.
That's what I'm thinking.
So we're debating whether we should actually try to fly in the grass, which is a tiny bit wet, or the dry pavement, which could mess up the propellers really quickly if it turns and, breaks the propellers. Should we try it on the grass, you think?
No.
No?
No, I think I would rather get it scraped up a bit than fried in enough water. Oh! Disarmament, yeah.
So, kind of crashed it, but not really. It still looks like it's all intact, but something's definitely off. I took it up and it immediately just started to go sideways, even though I wasn't pushing sideways. So, back to the drawing board. Do we test it some more? Maybe the propeller got loose again? Yeah, this one's spinning differently. Matt, we need more strength on that thing. Too high! Kill it! Kill it! All right, Matt gets the honor of doing the first real crash.
Why did it not hover? It just tilted.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it did for me too. Is the propeller loose again? You're not armed, right? It's the same propeller is loose again. That's why. I don't think we broke it yet, but we've had 2 crashes now. Yeah, that was definitely the biggest crash so far. Matt was pretty high up in the air. I was worried that Naomi was gonna get hit. There are no other people around here, so that's good. All right, what test is this? Like test number 5, 6 already? Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, we're just not very good at this. I think that propeller is just getting loose every time. I think that's the problem. What do you think? I think it's got to be that right now because it's happened every single time.
Yeah.
I think that's it. So it's starting to rain, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to come back another day. Gonna have to tweak it, come back for the next time. Sorry for crashing you so many times and sorry for scratching up those propellers. The propellers are pretty strong. We scratched these things up so many times, but how do we turn this thing off, Matt?
Pull the yellow.
It sounds like it sounds like I'm disarming a bomb. Pull the yellow. What does that mean? Here?
Yeah.
Ah, did it. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board.
Yep.
Good job, guys.
All right, first lesson in FPV drones is you need to have a lot of patience. We learned this the hard way. We didn't succeed right away, and it was painful just waiting to fly this thing, and things kept going wrong. But as always, all good things in life require a lot of work. patience, and persistence. I was gone in Maui for about a week and a half vacationing, and when I got back, Matt thought that he had figured it out and that we were actually gonna be able to fly this thing.
All right, what is this, Matt? Take 3, 4?
Something like that.
It's been 2 weeks since the last one. I was on vacation in Maui. That's why I'm a little bit darker, maybe. Hopefully this thing flies now, Matt.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Finally?
I think it's time.
All right, let's do it.
Now, flying a drone, there's always a little bit of nervous energy, a little bit of anxiousness. There's just a lot of things that you're not used to, including putting up this thing that costs a lot of money into the air and you could just destroy it any second. But especially with an FPV drone, I've never flown an FPV drone and it flies very differently than a DJI drone. So I was very, very nervous about flying this thing. And we had put so much time and effort and money into it. The last thing I wanted to do was immediately just crash it and we would have to start from essentially zero.
It was really warm in Maui. It is cold here. It feels extra cold right now. All right, I think we're all set up. I'm not sure if it's a good or bad idea to fly this in temperatures like this and with snow and all that, but we're gonna do it anyways. All right, so we have the ghetto. I feel like there should be better batteries than these. Like, this does not look legit. Apparently it is. Let's go into the matrix here. This is scaring me mad already. I'm scared, I'm actually scared. Probably stay a little bit further away from it.
And then it was time for the moment of truth.
Arming, we're good.
Sounds good.
Drone looks good. We got visual line of sight.
Oh yeah. Canadian laws.
Canadian laws.
Oh, sounds good. Looking good. Looking good.
We're flying! Man, I'm flying!